on that because well, it was fun, but then it was kind of scary. It was fun because we shot a lot in Harlem, and then we shot in Toronto as well.
Okay.
But it was fun because man, these are iconic cats. But it was scary because you can't f this up.
Right.
Yeah, because
man.
you lose your ghetto pass right off the bat. Yeah. Playing games with these cats. This is a true story.
Yeah.
Right.
And it rang too many bells throughout the streets.
Yeah.
So you do things that are not authentic.
Yeah.
There's people still in the streets that hold them at a high regard, high esteem.
Absolutely. It's still mentioned in rap songs to this day.
Right.
Yeah.
So, so they definitely had an impact on the streets. And so that was the scary part. It's like, how do we, we got to really pull this off. And me, Wood, and Cam, it's funny because me, Cam, and Mace went to the same high school.
Oh, shit.
In Harlem. It was called Manhattan Center for Science and Mathematics.
They played ball there, right?
Played ball there. Yep. They played ball.
Did y'all go at the same time or they
at the same time?
Oh, wow.
Same time.
Okay.
Same time. There was a couple times after school we would, because we always like kind of dabbling in hip hop and rap.
Yeah.
So we spit, have little ciphers, outside after school, this and that. But it was funny because the first day of rehearsal, Cam was transitioning into being an actor on this movie. And rappers, a lot of times are used to, they record their stuff in the studio.
Yeah.
And then they go, and when it's time to do the video, they just doing them.
Yeah.
They're doing the video. This is different. So the rehearsal, we have a real rehearsal process. We got to go over character development, story development. Does this make sense? Does that make sense? This and that. How do we interweave this and that? Yeah. So it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And Cam first of all, he came mad late to the rehearsal. So it's me, Charles Stone, our director, and Wood.
Yeah.
So and it's funny because we at the Sutton Place Hotel in Toronto. I don't think that's even there anymore, but it was like a residential hotel.
Yeah.
And so we in the conference room, and Cam he's not there.
Yeah.
Now we all staying in the hotel.
Right.
People are calling up to his room. They're like, "Yo, where the f is Cam? Where could he possibly be? It's 9 in the morning. It's time to, So we start going over the script, and Cam comes in like 9:45, rolling a blunt. Like, "Yo, what's up, y'all?" And it's like, and we got the script open, we running lines.
Now he was like where the little papers at. He was like you were in Clockers.
Exactly. But then when he saw and then he was surrounded by, all really great talent. Right. And but what I love about Cam was that he was a student of the game too.
Okay.
And he fell right into, he always came prepared, knew his lines, added his own verbiage to it.
Yeah.
And he's from Harlem. So he
knew it.
When we in front of Willie's Burgers and all of that, that's our stomping. That's what we do.
We used to drive from Brooklyn to Willie's Burgers.
Yeah, Willie's Burgers.
To hang out in front for the chicks.
Yeah, for the chicks. Yeah. It was a car show out there. It was going down. And the burgers was good as hell too. And you had the fries with the fork. You be eating the fries. So all of that was. That's why I give him so much credit. Is that because he wasn't an actor, but neither was I.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, but when you get the opportunity, and then you go, okay, I got to make this real. I gotta feel good about what I'm putting out.
That's what he did.
It's a great feeling, and nobody can take that away from you. You don't want to do it.
So the scene that everybody has emulated on social media.
Which one? Several.
In the car.
Oh, in the car.
Yeah, in the car.
With me and Wood.
With you and Wood,
I wrote that scene.
Get out of here.
Yeah, man. The scene originally was just I need the keys or something like that. He's like, here's the keys for your little brother. And there was no real emotion to it.
Yeah.
But because I needed an arc, because right before that, Ace and I, after he got shot by Calvin, we're sitting there and I'm going, I love the game. I love the hustle, man. I love all this shit. Right. I love this shit, this and that. And then right after that, my little brother gets kidnapped. And I said, okay, that's the pinnacle for this character to go through an arc. Because you see him living his best life the whole time. He's balling out of control, doing his thing. Even when he gets out of jail, he got cars for him. Right. Money, so life is good. But his little brother was his heart. And when that thing happened, then the game wasn't the same no more. Right. So what I did the night before was I started I said, because the scene is too sterile.
Right.
It was just like, it was business as usual. And this ain't business as usual no more.
Right.
This is personal now. And so And all these people in the streets that I thought loved me, they don't love me. You know, that's why it's like anybody that did me wrong, did this and that, blah, blah, blah. And so I just started writing it. And I was smoking blunt. And my man Big Mike was with me. Big Mike in Toronto. You know what I'm saying? In Harlem, all of that. Big Mike was there. And so, because whenever I would do a movie, especially on location, I would bring one of my cats.
Right.
You know
Same here.
So Big Mike was there, and Big Mike was. He was like, he was like we had this 2-bedroom apartment at the Sutton place. And so I'm sitting at the table and he would roll up the blunts. And so I'm smoking and I'm writing. And as I'm writing, I'm remembering everything that I did when I did my research. Because I met with this cat named Jay Black, who was Rich Porter's best friend.
Okay.
Their family, Rich's family, his sister, who Regina Hall played.
Right.
And all of their best friends. They all sprinkled throughout the movie.
Right.
And then I had my peoples, my Harlem's finest cats that were in the movie too. Yeah. And so I was just recalling everything that they were telling me about what happened, how they sent the finger in the envelope.
The McDonald's on 125th.
McDonald's on 132nd.
132nd, right.
132nd and Lenox. You know, and the whole thing, it was in the bathroom, and they were supposed to make the exchange in the bathroom, and they didn't. So they wound up killing them, and then it was in the paper, it was in the Post, and
I remember that.
New York Times, and the whole. And so I started writing and thinking about that, and I started crying while I was writing it. And so we had to be on set at 6:30. That was the first scene that we shot that day.
Wow.
So Charles, who I got love for Charles, man, Stone. I said, yo, Charles, I said, look, it's not going to change much for what Wood has to say, but I wrote something. Let's just do it. He said, all right, let's shoot the rehearsal.
Oh, dope.
Oh, he was open to it. Yeah, he was open to it.
Always a good thing when you shoot. Man, that's always a good thing.
Let me see what it is. He said, I don't even want to read it. Let me just see what you got. And so I went in the scene and did it. And he was like, we're keeping that. Let's just do one more for safety. Wow. And that's what we did. 2 takes.
Wow.
And then Wood had to react to what I did.
Yeah.
Because the scene was a little more sterile. It was more business as usual. Okay, here's the keys. I got the keys. You know, we'll pay the connect back. We'll get your little brother back. This and that, because that's my little man too. And this and that. But because I did that, he had to be listening.
Right.
And he had to react to what my little monologue was.
Yeah.
You know, that in the previous scene, I'm just going, yo, I love the game. I love the hustle. People love it. I get love in Harlem, this and that. You know, so that was a scene. So like you said, the scene in the car, I'm glad that it became so many memes. And you know, it's funny because it could be anything. They'd be like, this is how Dallas Cowboys fans feel after last night's game. Hey, I'm telling you, man, anybody that owes me money.